Hale.
And I'm Alex, and we're gonna do our warm winter reads.
So it's Christmas Eve at the time that we're posting this. So first of all, Merry Christmas.
Or whatever you celebrate.
Yeah, that too.
Kwanzaa,
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah if that was last week, but
whatever.
it's okay.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to everyone. But a specific Merry Christmas because it's Christmas Eve today.
Yes. We're going to start out with just sharing some of our favorite winter reads that give you a warm, fuzzy feeling for when it's really cold outside. At least if you live in the north. I mean, if you live down south, then
We already had snow.
you're warm all the time.
Sometimes.
Usually.
My first warm winter read is... I picked Spells and Scones for this one, which is the Katie Lightfoot Chronicles, the Magic Baking Mystery. I really got a warm, fuzzy feeling at the end of this book because they got engaged. I was so excited. I was like, please, just... I read these books basically for the romance because I love it. The murders are pretty good too, the mysteries, but like, they got engaged and I was super excited.
My first book is Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins. For those of you who have watched this before, you know that I liked Anna and the French Kiss quite a bit. And this is the second one to it, and while I do like Anna and the French Kiss, there's more like stress in that book. Whereas this is just very sweet, and it's romantic, and it's adorable, and it's quite slow burn. So you just like keep waiting for them to get together the whole time, and they never do, and then like, obviously they finally do, and it's just, you feel so satisfied, and their romance is so cute, and it makes you just feel so good inside, and the ending is just, it's a perfect ending, like completely perfect. I totally recommend it. You don't even have to read Anna and the French Kiss to read this and understand it.
Or if you don't like romance, I don't recommend either. Just kidding, I haven't read Lola and the Boy Next Door.
You literally just said that you read this one for romance.
It's in a storyline. I read a lot of books for romances in a storyline. My next book is Wonder by R.J. Palico. This isn't a romance, obviously, or has no romance in it because he's 10.
You never know what those 10 are doing.
But this just has like such a warm, fuzzy feeling because in the beginning of the book, he doesn't really seem like accepted because he has this facial deformity and he's going to school for the first time. But then he, like, come the end of the book, he gets accepted and he gets like this big award at school, and it's just like such a cute book, and you're like, oh my god, like it's just so like heartwarming.
My next book is Howls Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones, which has been turned into a movie by... It's the big Japanese one. Like, they make, like, all of the anime movies. I can never remember what it is. But, anyways, the movie is pretty good, however, the book is, like, 10 times better. So...
As per the usual.
Yeah. Actually, honestly, this book is, like, for, like, 5th graders, but I still recommend it. I almost read it again last year because, I mean, I just have such good feelings with it. But I didn't because I have so many other books that I have to read. However, this one, it has so much magic, and it's very whimsical, has a great storyline, there's an adorable romance, which is very appropriate for younger kids, which is probably part of the reason why I liked it, because this was probably one of the first books that I read that had romance in it, and it was a very, very good introductory book towards that, because it's not super explicit, which I think is the biggest thing. Like, they don't even, like, get together until... Actually, I don't even know if they get together, to be honest, in this book. But it's very whimsical, and it leaves you feeling like a child again. So I definitely recommend it.
My last book is The Wrong Side of Right by Jen Marie Thorne. This one is actually a romance that I picked up and have really enjoyed, so it's always time for new things. It's the political romance that I mentioned priorly on this channel. You just get this such star-crossed lover feeling because she's the daughter of the Republican nominee, and he's the son of the incumbent Democratic president, and they're, like, starting to, like, fall in love, and you're like, oh my god, like, how can you be together when your dads are on opposite sides of each other? It's, like, very interesting, and then, like, by the end of the book, they're, like, actually together and, like, actually, like, out more in public, and it's, like, just a really cute way of, like, kind of closing a divide and also, like, just like a cute romance.
My last book is the one by Kiera Cass, which is the last... it's the last selection book, okay? I just pretend that The Heir and the Crown don't exist because they're trash compared to the rest of the series. Yes, I did like the selection, and you know what? I'm not ashamed to admit that because they were really, really well-written romance novels. People who said they're deep, they're not deep, but you know what? They're really good for when you don't really want to pay attention for when you've just read some deep book and you're like, you know what, I just need something that's fluffy. Fluffy is the perfect word to describe these books. Obviously, there's a wedding in this book. If you can't guess that, honestly, I don't know how you pick out your books based on their covers, because this is a wedding dress.
That's wedding.
The book is white. It's a wedding. So obviously you know it's gonna be warm and fuzzy inside. Of course, if you're gonna read this, you have to read the other two books, which the other two books are quite good as well. I mean, the Selection and the Elite have a lot of competition in them, which is really interesting. And then Maxon in America. So it has a very nice happily ever after. So it'll make you feel good inside. And that's it.
Yes.
But don't read the air. But that's it for this one, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So next week will be our last video of the year.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is a
Started
little
this thing
crazy.
back in August.
Now we're here.
Now we're here.
Well, not quite yet. So
Merry
next
Christmas. Happy holidays.
That's it for this one.
Bye.